Okay, honey, yes. Okay. Welcome everyone. It's time for a little yoga, a little you time. We're gonna work with some back mobility today. So we're gonna do a really slow, gentle session. And we're gonna do a bunch of bridging today with a couple of variations. So as always, you do you. Make sure that our session is comfortable for you today. Modify as necessary. But you've got a mat, nice open space, maybe a little lacking headroom. And I do have a band so that we can stretch your hammies when we get to that part. So today we're gonna go ahead and start reclining. So let's go ahead and just come on down nice and easy. There we go. Okay, good. So come on down. We're gonna start with your knees bent. We're just gonna place your hands here, maybe on your tummy or on your rib cage. And so as we get going and find our focus for today, let's be sure to relax your shoulders and we will just find your breath. So deep breath in and a full breath out. Every time you exhale, just kind of melt on down into that mat, into your space. Breathe in and out. Maybe one more. And out. Just to center and focus yourself. Lovely. So from here, let's go ahead and gently pull one knee into the chest. And we're gonna pull that other knee into the chest, and you can cross those ankles or grab those shins. But we're gonna just rock a little from side to side. So still finding that breath. How about we inhale as we rock to the right, and then we'll just exhale as we rock left. Lovely. We'll come back to the center and let's take those arms out to the side, right on out to the T position. We're gonna set those feet back on that mat. And now let's flop those knees out and open, coming here into a little reclining butterfly so that we can open the chest and open the hips at the same time. If you wanna rock, a little wiggle with those hips, sometimes it'll kind of help to open things up. Let's slide into your position, and again, let's breathe deeply. Very nice. Sliding those hands right on down beside you. Let's just gently bring those knees back together. And we're gonna find our bridge pose. We're just gonna gently roll on up and then roll back down. I really want you to think about rolling up one piece of that spine at a time. So as you're ready, inhale, scoop up that tailbone, feeling that weight come into your feet. And slowly here, lifting up those hips, that lower back, yes. Rolling up then into that mid back, and then starting to press up, maybe feeling those shoulder blades lift up off the floor. So my knees are pointed straight ahead. My knees are really lengthening away from the shoulders. You can feel that stretch right there through those hip flexors. So up at the top, we're gonna slowly exhale and roll back down. So just kind of reverse that movement. And roll back down. Hey, Montag. Back down we go. Back to that mat. Hey, love bug. And we'll do that again. So slowly here. Inhale, lift up, rolling up piece by piece. And then rolling back down gently, very slowly. Good. How about one more? Really drive those knees in the opposite direction of the shoulders. Good. So now that we're in that zone, we're going to take a little variation. So we're going to do the same thing, the same slow roll up and roll down, but let's now roll up on the right side of your back. So we've got a little shift, bringing your weight over here onto the right side of the back. Roll up just on that right side. So roly up. When you come on up to the top, make sure those ribs are not flaring up to the sky. Once you're up at the top, flatten it out. And we roll down on the left side of the back. So bit by bit, rolling down, keeping those ribs not opening up to the sky. And back to the center. Now we'll reverse it. Inhale up on the left. And down on the right. Go ahead and take 2 more of those. Use your breath. I've got 1 more round. Once you flatten back out again, let's hug those knees into your chest. Maybe cross those ankles and maybe we can just kind of rock a little bit. Good. So once we come on back to the center here, let's just take a little moment, take a breath, relax your shoulders. Noticing that back. And then we're gonna rock ourselves up to the top. So I'm gonna grab a thigh and I'm gonna rock right on up to the top. We appear to have had a changing of the guard. So once we come back to the center, let's find that comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. And just again, notice your back. How is it feeling? Is it feeling a little bit more loose, perhaps? But tuning into that, nice and tall. Let's take that chin and drop it to your chest. Then we'll lift up that head to the sky, really supporting that head to the back. To the center ear, to a shoulder. And other side. Good, right to the center. Take those hands and we're just gonna reach. That's not very yogic, guys. Hey. Let's take those hands right there behind that head and we're gonna lift up that head. So it's as if you're trying to just kind of press that head up a little higher towards the sky, lengthening it away from your neck. So maybe a little bit of traction here as we lift up. Not only are we lengthening that spine a little bit, we're just trying to find that posture as well. So lift, breathe in and out. I'm gonna release my hands, bring those guys back to the knees. Now that we are super tall, we're gonna scoop it around into a seated cat stretch. So just lean it on back, maybe looking down at that belly button. And we lift up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take another. Before we come back up to the top. Very nice. Give ourselves a little spinal twist, a little rotation. And other side. Good, right back to the center. Let's take those arms out, reach out long through those fingertips, super long. Inhale, breathe in, reach to the sky, interlace those fingers, up we go. Nice big stretch. And go ahead and lower down to your heart right here at Namaste. Good, lovely. Take an elbow to a thigh. We're gonna push that opposite elbow up. And come on up through the center, drop it on over. Other side. And lovely, right back to the center. Let's go ahead and release those hands. We're gonna take a big step forward, but as we hinge it on out, let's keep that back flat. So your shoulders are down, your neck is long, and we're breathing. Now we'll take that breath and then fold forward as you exhale. Maybe those elbows can come on down to that mat as we drop down. Very nice. Go ahead and slowly here, walk it on in, roll it on up to the top. Soften those shoulders, soften your neck. Breathe in and out. Lovely. Let's go ahead and reach a little side to side, and let's treat this as a vinyasa. So we're gonna inhale, reach on over to the side here, drop it on over, and then exhale. Let's take it on over, just windmill it to that second side, and we'll take a couple of these. So inhale and exhale. One more. Very nice. Go ahead and come on up to the top. Take those hands, push those palms right on down into that mat. Lift up tall. So just like we did with our neck, we're taking a little bit of weight out of those hips, out of those glutes. So that spine can kind of elongate just a little bit here. So send your ears upward. And let's just feel that mid-back kind of decompress. Breathe in and out and in and out. Fantastic. Let's take those feet, bring those guys forward. There we are. Just gonna park your paws on that mat. Maybe duck walk those feet out a little bit, and let's just drop both knees to the right, stretching here, and to this left hip flexor, kind of noodle around. Find that position that works for you. And up and over, other side. Back to the center, duck walk those feet in. Let's do the same thing, but let's cross the right knee over on top of the left. We'll flop both knees to the right. And up and over, other side, flop. Good. To the center. We're gonna untangle those feet. Let's grab those thighs. You can grab those shins as well. But let's find your balance, find your center. We're gonna drop the chin to the chest. Just kind of hug those legs in and find your center. If you're feeling fancy, close your eyes. Good, lifting up that head. How about we find our Navasana? So let's extend the arms forward and we're just gonna reach the legs out. You can keep them bent or we can extend them out. There we are. So using that core and breathing. Lovely, in we go. Park those feet on that mat. One more time, lift up. We're gonna give ourselves a little rotation. So let's extend that left leg forward. We can leave this right leg here, maybe pull it in a little bit. And there is our twist to the right. And then we have a twist to the left. Back to the center, extend those legs out, make sure they're nice and soft. We're gonna interlace those fingers together, really press those hands right on into the front. So we've got a nice straight spine, so a bit of our Dandasana position, but press those hands away from you, lengthen through everything here. As we lift up tall, breathe in and out and in and out. Fantastic. Good. Down we go. Give it a little wiggle. We're going to go rolling down onto those mats once again. So hug those knees to that chest. Give it that little rock. Again, anytime we change position, you just want to check in. Notice how you're feeling. Make sure you didn't add any tension to the new position. Good, good. There we are in that space. Let's go ahead and place one foot on the mat. We're going to place the other foot on the mat. And from here, gently, we're going to drop those knees back out into our reclining butterfly. Push those feet as far forward as you would like. And I'm going to bring my hands on around behind my head. So there we go. We're nice and open. The hips are open. The rib cage is open. Let's add a little half moon here. So I'm going to take that right elbow and I'm just going to slide my right elbow down towards that right knee. So bring it on down, stretching into your left side body and breathing here. Good. How about we extend that left leg down and out along your mat. So just reach that left leg forward. Might feel that a little bit more into that left hip, down that left side. And back we go. Before we come back to that nice neutral position. Take a breath. And other side. Left elbow, slide it on down to that left knee. We'll hang out here. Enjoy that stretch. Pushing that right leg down and out along the floor. And back we go to the center and back to a nice neutral position. Lovely. Bring those knees together, and we're going to slide your hands back down beside you, palms face down. So let's do another bridge variation. We're going to do the typewriter. So when you roll up, you want to think about these ribs, and you want to think about not flaring those ribs up to the sky. So let's go ahead and keep all of that torso together. Yes? Palms on the mat. We're going to roll into that bridge just as we did before. So breathe in and tuck up that tailbone, rolling up bit by bit. So making sure those knees are not flaring out to the side, pushing those knees forward, driving those knees away from your shoulders. But we're lifted and our palms are on the mat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna think about an old school typewriter, right? And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna push your hips and your rib cage to the right. Push your hips and your rib cage to the left. Trying not to move those knees, but just moving the center portion of that body side to side. There we go. So those ribs are down, knees are pushing away from you. And back to the center. Lower the hips about an inch. Same thing, typewriter, right and left. Knees still stable. Come back to the center one more time. Lower down just a little bit. And again, bring back your typewriter. As we get a little lower, typewriter gets a little bit bigger. Back to the center, those ribs are still down, and we're gonna roll back down to that mat, releasing to the floor and hugging those knees into your chest. Hug them in. Maybe we'll scoop it up this time just around that back. Excellent, excellent. Good job, guys. Release it down. Rock a little if that feels nice. And untangle. Release it. Beautiful. Let's go ahead. Work on that lower body. I'm gonna grab my strap. There we go. So let's go ahead and bring that guy right on in. We're gonna loop up that right foot, and we need to stretch out that right hamstring, of course we do. So right leg is straight. There we are. My right foot is flexed, and we're just pushing that right heel away from us. There we are. So with all that bridging, you might feel this a little bit more into those hammies. So bridges are great for your back, also a little hamstring strengthener. We'll breathe wherever you are. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice. Maybe that right leg can come just a little bit closer towards your nose. And then slowly here, let's go ahead and reach on up. We're gonna take that strap just into that left hand, let that right arm just kind of flop on out to the side. Everything's gonna stay level as we just reach that right leg across the body a little. Feeling a little length right here into the outside of that hip. And up we go to the sky. Transfer that strap into that right hand. Let that right leg come on out. Open it up. just carefully release. Swirl that right leg down and out along your mat. There we are. Give it a little wiggle, shake out. Notice here we've got that natural turnout that's happening inside that right hip joint. And then we'll just bend that right knee, right foot to that left thigh, finishing with our through the hole pose. Another breath. And we'll go ahead and release it. So untangle those legs, parking both feet on that mat. We'll take a little moment here. Notice that we're feeling a little unevenly stretched. We will fix that. Breath in and out. Good, good. Taking that strap, moving that strap up and around that left foot, and up we go. Left leg, hammy stretch. Good. Go ahead and just allow that body to soften so that you can melt into your pose. In and breath out. Take that strap into that right hand. Let that left leg come on over and across the center line of the body. And up and over, transfer that strap, and out we go to the side. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you can release that left leg, send that left leg down and out along your mat. Give it a little wiggle. And we're ready to go ahead and pull it on up. Left ankle to that right thigh. Find your through the hole pose. Excellent, excellent. Untangle. We'll go ahead and kind of rock it on out there. Give it a little rock. Very nice. Let's let those knees flop on out to the side. Go ahead and grab your ankles and just bring the soles of the feet together. I'm gonna pull those heels down closer towards your body. There we are. Just opening up into those hips. Breathe in and out. Feel that back nice and flat on the floor. Breathe in and out. Excellent. Bring those knees together. Go ahead and grab the thigh and gently rock on up to the top. Just make your way up to seated however you are comfy. We're going to send those legs forward. Give them a little wiggle. There we are. There's our Dandasana. Palms to the mat. Spine's long, ears lifted, feet flexed, breath in and out and in and out. Nice. Go ahead and relax those feet. We're gonna pull that right knee into the body. This time let's let it flop down here on the floor beside us for a little Janu Shirshasana. So we're gonna leave that left knee nice and easy. We're gonna take that breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Drop that nose down. And then take your time to stack and lift and round. Roly, roly up. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Take your time to scoop. Good, maybe one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Scoop to the top. Once you come on up, we'll just change legs. Right leg forward, left leg in, flop it on down, and same thing. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and recenter. Two more. Once you come on up to the top, let's just once again extend both legs forward, a little wiggle of the upper body, and how about we flip over onto your tummies. So let's just come on down. However you get there is just fine, but I've got these hands right here underneath my shoulders, maybe a little bit further forward, a little bit of space between those feet back there. You're gonna squeeze your hind parts and just curl into cobra. So just an easy, easy cobra. Shoulders are down, and we will breathe here. Good, good, and then release down to the mat. Take that left arm, slide that left arm forward. We're gonna bring those feet back together just a little bit. Push into that right hand so we can roll onto your left side. Good. You might want to pike those legs just a little bit forward. We're going to bend that top knee, that right leg, and just bring those toes to the floor behind you. So there we are. I'm trying to open up here into this hip, maybe push that right knee back a little bit. But just a little hip opener. Good, good. Are very flexible there. You may be able to put that right foot on the floor, but sometimes just there on those toes, we've just got a little bit more room to kind of work into that hip a little. Breathe in and out. Take another. We're gonna release it and just flop to the other side. So right arm forward, left hand back. Roll onto that right side, left leg. Bring those toes to the floor just behind that knee. And if it's helpful to be a little bit more stable, that right leg can come a little bit further forward, but trying to open into that left hip. And then we'll release, come back onto your tummy, and one more time with our cobra, slide those hands back underneath those shoulders. Little bit of space between those feet, curl it up, mush your hind parts, and breathe. Slowly release, pushing ourselves back into a nice balasana. So we'll just kind of sit it on back there, reach those arms forward, round it down. And lovely, good stretch. Roll yourselves right on up. We're gonna find our all fours position. So let's find our all fours. There we are, hands or fists right underneath those shoulders. And we're gonna find ourselves a little cat and cow, but we're gonna roll through that spine bit by bit. So starting here in neutral, we're gonna start down at that tailbone and we're gonna roll into cat, but I want you to first just drop the tailbone. Everything else stays still. Roll now from that tailbone up through that lower back, into the mid back, pushing those shoulder blades up to the sky, and then allowing that head to just relax down. So we're looking back down at those thighs. We're gonna roll back into our, we're gonna drop it into cow. So take that tailbone, push that tailbone up to the sky, rolling through the lower back, allowing that belly button to drop to the floor. Shoulder blades start to move. We drop that belly button down and then we start to lift up that head up to the sky. Big arch in that back. So one more time, let's start at that tailbone, rolling up into cat. Tailbone starts to drop. Roll through the lower, roll through the mid. Push those shoulder blades up to the sky. Let that head drop on down. There's our cat. One more time with our cow. Roll through that lower back first. Bit by bit. Chins are up. Nice. Come back to the center. Fantastic. And then we'll just wag your tail in the puppy. So right and left. There we go. You can make this as large as you would like. Good, good. Lovely. Back to the center. From here, how about we just take that right foot. We're gonna swing it forward there between your hands. Maybe wiggle it just a little bit further forward. We're gonna kind of sink into that left hip, lift up that nose, look to the sky. Good, good. Nice, flat and stable with that right foot. Let's go ahead and lift up into our kneeling warrior, our monkey pose. Open up that chest. Shoulders are down. And bring those hands to the mat. Press back, roll that right foot up off the floor, drop down into your kneeling pyramid. Up we go. Roll that right foot back down so that we can just slide it underneath you. Let's go ahead and just try that other side. Left foot comes forward. Maybe wiggle, wiggle that left foot a little bit. Sink a little forward. Lift up that head, lift up that nose. When you're ready, up we go. Find that balance. And bring those hands to the mat, push back, roll up those left toes. Kneeling pyramid. left foot up underneath you. And right from here, give it a cat stretch. Round it on out. Flatten it on out. And let's go ahead and have a seat. Here we are. Nice and easy. We didn't even stand up today. So let's go ahead and bring those feet forward. You can stack those legs up to a nice little cross-legged position, or you can find yourself maybe just a nice butterfly, but wherever you are, we're gonna walk forward one more time. So bring those hands on out, take that big step and round it down. Come on up and in, walk it in. We're gonna do that one more time. So if you're in a cross-legged position, let's change the positioning of those legs. I brought my opposite leg right here to the top. So same thing, walk it out, drop it down. In and up. So one lovely, lovely stretch there for that back. Let's go ahead and ready ourselves for Yoga Nidra. So rolly down, hug those knees into your chest. If you'd like to kind of fluff your space, maybe with some pillows or some blankets, that's always welcome. But let's find a cozy space for you. We'll extend your legs down and out along your mats. And let's just find that space where we can rest. So as you kind of snuggle into your space, make sure that wherever you hold your attention, that we are letting that go. So in your space, let's breathe in and out and in and out. Good. Lovely. Wherever you happen to be, just connect to that body. Soften that body. And then let's just feel that breath. Feel that chest rise and fall. We'll make our way out into that quiet, soft space where you're relaxed, soft, and tranquil. Let's hover here and enjoy a few moments of peace. And slowly and carefully, let's wiggle those fingers and toes around, bringing some energy back into the body, taking a moment to reestablish our long, slow, deep breath. So breath in and out, and in and out. Very nice. And give yourselves a little stretch or a little hug. And maybe rolling over onto your side, or slowly making your way back up into a seated position. Wherever you happen to be today, let's close your eyes and just come inward for our final moment of quiet. Lokha Samasta Sukhino Bhavatu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you all for being with me today. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thanks so much, guys. You were fantastic. So remember, be good to your backs, right? A little bit of slow movement, always helpful, especially if your back's feeling a little bit tender. But remember, be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, go outside, get your vitamin D, always hydrate, and please, wash your paws. Namaste, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Good job today, guys. Thanks so much for working out with me and the two Browns. There may have been a little cat fight, but don't worry, they're still friends. You guys did great today. Take care of your backs, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.